I'm Alistair. I'm the food coordinator at Baltic Street Adventure Playground in Domarnock in Glasgow. This area that you see round about me here is the only green space in this area. It's where children come to run, play, jump and be themselves in a safe environment. As part of that, the climate change that affects the children here is very important in terms of their learning. So as part of the activities here, we like to encourage growing. For example, you can see the raised beds here. So we compost our own material in preparation for growing our own fruit and veg. We try to educate around the reduction in carbon footprint, particularly around locally produced food. We also have chickens here that the children help to tend, and we can harvest eggs from them as well. We like to upcycle as much material as we can, so a lot of the loose parts that are used here are all reclaimed products. If we do an art project, things that are maybe single-use plastic or whatever, we try to turn into some project for the children and instill in them the need to reduce that. We're community food members with FareShare. So first and foremost, we support local families in terms of food insecurity. So that is using perfectly edible food that for lots of various reasons would go to landfill. During the busy period here, school holidays for example, we'll provide 500-600 meals for the children a day when they're on the playground. And that has caused us quite a lot of thought and a lot of concern around the consumables that we use. So for example, plates and bowls and cutlery and stuff like that. We had looked at fully compostable material, and then we were informed that we couldn't actually compost that unless it went to an industrial composter. So that is something that in the longer term we would like support in addressing in ways that we can actually do that. Well, it's first and foremost it's about the children being involved and allowing them to take ownership. But if you think, if a family is struggling to put food on the table, do they necessarily is their number one priority about reusing carrier bags, for example, and things like that. So it's all about that education, but I think where it's become a generational issue, it's really important that the children drive that and learn about the implications for their future.
So here I am at Versailles Community Garden, and this is where we grow all our lovely vegetables, and produce is shared in the community via the hub, or people just come here and collect it themselves and they can harvest it, or the gardeners would give them a hand to get what they need. So we originally started about 4 or 5 years ago as a Climate Challenge funded project, and as the years have gone on, funders have changed, the direction of the project slightly changed. It's become much more wide and more community based. We share community meals, we do healthy takeaways, and it's just a really good social space for people to come together and learn new skills. We've got a really big volunteer group, and they all muck in, they take part in the gardening, they help at the hub to share out food. We have drivers, we have admin people, we have people who have learned how to be expert composters, and we're also involved in a project called the Climate Action Fife, which has brought together quite a large number of partners, including Fife Council, Fife College, Greener Kirkcaldy, ourselves, Clare Buckhaven, and what we're doing is we're putting together a whole event schedule for the year ahead focused on climate related activities and helping the community to engage with those. Now I'm in Versailles Centenary Orchard, where we have lots and lots of fruit trees growing, soft fruit bushes, beehives, we've got an outdoor classroom, and again it's just a great educational space, great social space. People come here for their mental health, for their physical health, and I think when it comes to challenges, one thing that we've noticed is that what we really need to do is get people engaged with where their food comes from again. We work on a lot of food waste projects, and there's a disconnect of people not understanding where their food comes from means that they don't see the full value and all the resources it takes to grow food, and what that waste can do to the planet. So that's one of the angles that we're really trying to get people engaged with in this Climate Action 5 project, and throughout all our work. The pandemic's been difficult, a lot of our volunteers have not been able to be here, they've needed to stay at home, and we're looking forward to bringing them all back in and just getting the community involved again.